Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review of Little Witch Academia episode 19. Sorry this is up a day late. I couldn't watch it and get my notes and everything done in time to have it up yesterday, so I was like, yeah, I'll just do it Tuesday. Yeah, here we are. It was a very Diana-centric episode. I mean, I was expecting that to come eventually, and we knew it was kind of coming from the promo. But yeah, it's kind of going off from that pattern we were having with the Amanda group, but whatever. We start off with just a Diana childhood flashback. Moving on from there, we learned that Beatrix was the one who started the Cavendish family, and she was one of the 9 old witches, which makes sense for all the preferential treatment that Diana's been getting. It makes sense that she's getting a ton of preferential treatment at Luna Nova if her ancestor was one of the founders of the school itself. So yeah, makes a lot of stuff make sense. And that word that she heard from her mother as a child or whatever, that's totally one of the words that Akko needs to revive. Probably the next one that she will, probably next episode. So Akko then finds a crying Hannah and Barbara. Diana's leaving the school to go be the family head. At first, I was like, and a big thing through most of this episode until we kind of learned more towards the end, I was like, and even then you could kind of make this argument, I guess. I was like, oh, why can't she just do both? Why can't she just be the family head and also go to school? Because why would they need a family head of a big witch family who didn't even make it through witch school, technically, even though she's kind of talented enough to be through already, technically, I guess. Yeah, so to me I was like, it makes sense that she would do both. Why would she not do both here? But that sort of gets explained a bit more later on. Akko tries to get her to stay there, and then once she does leave, she goes to look for her family in Weddenburg. We find out when she does get home, her being Diana, that most of the servants have already left, and her Aunt Daryl is obviously an antagonist. Definitely the antagonist of the storyline we're going through right now. We have the hitchhiking scene with Akko, which was great. Just her hitchhikey, and also her sign that I think it just said, like, Weddenburg, please. Like, I don't know, that whole sequence was really good, and even funnier that Andrew and his father were the ones that picked her up. So his father's also dealing with, head of state type stuff. There's been some sports ball riots making their country look bad and whatnot. And I really feel bad for poor Diana. She has to, throughout this entire episode, I guess that's one big theme, is that I feel really bad for Diana, because she is constantly having to deal with her family shit. Like, you can say, okay, she kind of has had a lot of things through the series given to her because her family's rich, but through her talent, she could have kind of gotten those things anyway, and just the shit that she had to put up with is like, man, it's really annoying that she had to deal with all that. So, yeah, we find out that apparently she really cares about this case with a chariot card in it. So, I suppose that'll come into play or something. Also, quite the cute look for her in that outfit she had with the pants and everything. I really liked that. Best Diana outfit 2017. So apparently we get finally the explanation of why she needs to take over and why it can't wait or anything, is that the current person running the family's finances is Daryl, and if the family is not just given to Diana, if she doesn't take control immediately and leaves Daryl in control, she is just going to blow through all of their finances, because that's what she's been doing, and just run the family into the ground. So then at their dinner thing, she tries to sell the family heirlooms to the Hanbridges, but, well, I mean, the Hanbridges don't care. They give no fucks. But one funny sequence in all this was when Akko found out about, one of the 9 old witches being her ancestor or whatever, and when she just makes the little yell noise, and just the little things the voice actors did, I guess, when she makes that noise and Andrew just sort of, spits up his tea and gets surprised a little, just him being surprised in that way, I thought was just a funny little gag. And yeah, they give no fucks. They just walk out. They're like, no thanks for that. And Diana's pissed, rightfully pissed, because honestly, if these are like one-of-a-kind, super special things, then saying, okay, we'll give them to you at a good deal is a horrible thing to do, because, like, make the seller come to you. Make them seem really worth somebody buying and make them want to buy them. Don't say, we're just trying to get rid of them. Like, just terrible, terrible financial skills there. Then yeah, it ended, and I was very, very surprised. I was like, the ending started playing, and I was like, no, we're only like halfway through, right? No, that was a very quick episode. Which I usually find to be a good thing. Whenever an episode ends and you're like, holy crap, was that it? Was that the whole episode? That means you were so engrossed that you lost track of time, so I always consider that a good thing. Then what I'm thinking is going to happen, of course, I think they're going to end up working together to A, find all the words, and B, save her family. The two kind of go hand in hand. Diana and Akko are going to team up from now on, because Diana's going to want Akko to revive all the words, because once magic is back, then her family's going to be saved, really. And Akko's going to want to do it, of course, because it's her dream, and yada yada, whatever. So yeah, I thought it was a good episode. I thought it was funny. I thought the animation looked nice. I mean, this is all kind of repetitive because, I mean, you guys watched it. You know it was funny. You know the animation looked nice. It's a little Witch Academia. It's been that way pretty much every week. And yeah, it was mostly... I'm not going to say it was mostly set up. It was just like the first part of a two-part story, so it's kind of hard to judge that because you're only getting the first part. But I thought it was good. As an episode itself, I thought it was really good. Good enough that I'd give it 8.5. Trying to think of something good. I was about to say 8.5 pants, but that one kind of that's kind of a sucky one. There's got to be something else that happened. 8.5 hitchhiking signs. Ooh, that is 8.5 hitchhikers. Ooh, struggling sometimes with these. Sometimes I just think of something and go with it, and then sometimes it's just much more difficult. 8.5 out of 10 though. That's it, I guess. So until next week, like if you did like the video, and it seems like we're getting close to being almost done with the show already. Time has flown. Either way though, yeah, as I was saying, like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this week's episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it, and all that. You know how it goes. I guess, yeah, subscribe or follow on Twitter if you want, and I'll try to keep you updated on stuff for the channel and all that. Thank you once again for watching. See you all next time.